Hello, Manhattanites! Welcome to Timely Comics HQ, where we've got everything you could possibly want for all your timely needs. Come on in and get your geek on, people. This is ChronoCon!
Sold out? Well, that's just great. I knew we shouldn't have stopped for drive-thru. Now we'll never get into the panel.
Hey, Howard, why don't we come up with a distraction? You know, so we can sneak in without needing passes.
Nah, that'd never work. Wait, I know. I'll create a distraction so we can sneak in without needing passes. Why didn't I think of that before?
Hey, that's what I just...
Pipe down. You'll blow our cover. Now to put my ingenious plan into action.
Ouch! What a revolting development.
Think I might move to Wakanda. The weather there seems way better than here.
Turns out the King of Dragons did have an actual dragon inside. Somebody owes me a blue stud.
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
All this snow here's a waste of money, huh? Well, who's laughing now, Mom? Three Manhattan. Ha, ha,
Have to listen to one more of those Kang announcements. Ooh, I'm gonna do something. Aw, man. Hey, look! It's billionaire Tony Stank!
all this snow here's a waste of money.
Lad.
Hey, buddy, help a fella out. So I had a, shall we say, eventful night last night. One that involved my bike getting the teensiest, tiniest bit destroyed by an angry gang. I've been looking to pick up a new one, but everyone I ask about it just screams and runs away. Think maybe it's the flaming head? Hey, your head ain't on fire. Or at the very least, not as on fire. You think maybe you could grill some of these locals about where to find a good bike? Thanks! Somebody around here's gotta know where I can find a bike which suits my awesome style. You know, skulls and flames and, you know, that stuff.
Odin will be most displeased. I did not foresee this.
I am grateful to be out of the ruins of Asgard.
I was told Asgard was a lovely place to visit, but it's rather worse for wear. I'll be having a word with my travel agent when I get back to Manhattan.
Odin will be most displeased. I did not foresee this.
I feel so lost without a bike. A ghost rider without his found out anything used. Hey, if that was my vacation, I'd be mad too. But that ain't got nothing to do with bikes, so... Got any hot bike tips for me? Somebody must know something.
Bad stuff happening. Dead ahead. Is it Kang? Whoever it is, we can't let them get away with it.
I have a feeling I'm in for some strange tales today.
On my recent travels, I happened upon a merchant selling majestic two-wheeled carriages, black as night, which leave flames in their wake. I wish to return there, but its location eludes my memory. How vexing.
Odin will be most displeased. I did not foresee this. Odin will be most displeased. I did not foresee this.
I am ill at ease performing in this Ethernet food preparation charade while the city is in the midst of Ragnarok.
Yes, you made that quite clear when you broke the camera. You did give your word, though.
I didst give thou my word.
How are those camera repairs coming, guys? Oh, looks like we can get started. I'm a Midgardian.
And I am an Asgardian.
And this is
the Forget the Takeaway. It's time to cook real food in a web show.
Today, we're joined by a special guest, a real-life Asgardian from the hidden realm of Asgard.
I was deceived into giving my word and am now indentured until the end of this recording session.
Tremendous! Today, we're taking a look at creating a traditional gold brick roast while paying special attention to the cultural requirements of the Asgardian diet so our guest here feels well at home.
Before Ragnarok, this was my home. Now, in the aftermath, it is ever more apparent that everything I once knew is gone.
So there's no specific things you can't eat then?
Gluten is iffy.
Well, as soon as the fridge turns up, we'll get cooking, just like Andrimnir would himself.
Actually, Andrimnir was a rather limited chef, capable only of preparing the same dish night after night. His title, God of Cooking, is naught but a cruel joke.
suppose even the Black Panther has limits.
While we wait, why not purchase your own the Forget the Takeaway, It's Time to Cook Real Food in a Web Show apron from our high-quality website designed by my nephew. Although we can't allude to it, we can't show you the apron or the website for legal reasons, as our rivals own the broadcast rights to it.
Is all Midgardian law so contrived?
Mainly copyright law.
Odin will... Odin will...
Delicious Asgardian ingredients sourced straight from the heartland of Asgard. Let's take a moment to savor and appreciate their beauty before we chuck them all in the blender.
This blender you speak of, I do not see it.
That's because, despite your appointed role as goddess of unpacking recently purchased kitchen appliances, you've neglected to unpack our recently purchased kitchen appliance.
I see. 100,000 apologies.
Odin will be most displeased. I did not foresee this.
The instructions provided here are insufficient. Filled with pictograms with nary a word in sight. I cannot do this.
Odin will... Odin will be...
The Black Panther has returned.
Esteemed guest, any fun vacations planned?
Most Asgardian holiday destinations have been recently closed off to me due to lava. Could you recommend any Midgardian destinations?
I'm told Tahiti is a magical place.
How amusing. The Kree speak poorly of it.
And now, to move our concoction into the hot fires of the end of the world for...
I was led to believe we were using some manner of sponsored Midgardian device to generate heat in this escapade.
I'm gonna edit you saying that out of this. For 30 minutes at 1,832 degrees Fahrenheit, or thereabouts.
Must we really wait 30 minutes?
Nah, nobody waits that long for a cake these days.
Cake? Not roast?
Nobody's paying attention. It's fine.
All systems engage. Okay, let's show them what we got.
Et voila! The perfect dessert for your Asgardian-themed dinner party. Serves 12.
You have returned to man the cannon? Please, by all means.
The city of many colors across the dusty arena is a most beguiling place. Indeed, my travel companion was quite enchanted by what the merchant near the tall spire had on display. Perhaps I should return to purchase one of those strange contraptions for him.
How fares your aim? Perhaps you might mount the cannon and grant us a demonstration.
Call the core! Ah!
Hello? Dost thou remember me? I moved here from Manhattan. Thanks for the suggestion, man. This place is great.
A peculiar man with a head of flame is said to have been seen roaming these parts. If you see him, be wary. He could well be in league with that fiend, Ragnarok.
the master of the mystic arts. I wish them well.
Another crime, and this one's a doozy. Think you can get to it?
I am Thor, son of Odin, and first in line for the throne of Asgard.
Have you had the chance to venture to the saloon in the Old West? When last I visited, the drinksmith told me there shall soon be mechanical men performing songs. Such whimsy.
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? Nah, a girl can drink.
Got any hot bike tips for me? Somebody got any more info? Sounds like something in Nueva York. Could be useful, if we knew for definite what the place was selling. That sounds promising. Just need to know where that merchant is. All right, think we got ourselves a lead. An awesome bike shop in Nueva York. Well, what are we waiting for? let's head on over there. Gotta cut through here to get to Nueva York. Just hope we don't run into any trouble. Trying to get between me and my new bike, huh? Big mistake.
I simply reappeared. Heimdall! Was that you?
Those guys taken care of. On we go. All this walking really ain't my style. Ugh, think I got sand in my shoe.
Playing up again.
You guys couldn't wait until after I picked up my bike to jump us? Losers. All right. This is Nueva York. Now, where was that bike shop again? Man, I hate walking. I forgot how much I hate walking. I just want to ride! Is this the place? And is that?
Huh?
Huh. Well, this ain't quite what I was expecting. And I somehow doubt this thing is packing much in the way of horsepower, but, I do like the color, so I guess it'll do for now. If nothing else, it beats walking, right?
Another wonderful day and
Anyway, thanks for helping me out. You're ever in a jam? Give me a call, though I, may not be able to get there too fast on this thing.
Interesting specimen.
Is that right?
Maybe I should take a vacation.
I keep getting parking tickets. Honestly, you'd think the public eye were conspiring to make some sort of profit from people parking.
You can do it, Avengers. I believe in you. Even if your actions aren't technically authorized by Alchemax.
Stark Fujikawa isn't that unethical in its business practices. The employees get 2 coffee breaks a day and paid overtime after the 120th hour.
What are the weather settings?
If anyone out there sees Ravonna, tell her there's There's a bee in my room, and I need her to come and deal with it. Oh, never mind.
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? A girl can dream.
Apparently, there's some shady kidnapping racket going on for the
We are no monsters.
Business is booming for Fing Fang Fooms, but the culinary... Fantastic! I have identified a diverse range of individuals on which to conduct your market research. Hear them and report any fascinating new food trends to me. 3 should suffice.
Citizenship in Sakaar, and the sponsorship deals.
This is your glorious leader, Kang the Conqueror, reminding all citizens that Friday is Kang Day. Happy Kang Day, everyone. What? What do you mean it's not Friday?
Every year I keep hoping someone will invent meals you can just download. And every year I'm still stuffing food in my mouth like some sort of Neanderthal. What's the deal, scientists?
I keep getting parking tickets. Honestly, you'd think the public eye were conspiring to make some sort of profit from people parking.
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
Why do bad guys never seem to understand the concept of personal space?
Thanks. I was in some real hot water there.
You made that look easy.
That Hydra-proof sushi is all the rage lately. Who'd have thought raw fish would be so good? It's just a shame the sushi place owner is a total snobs.
Hey, wunderbar,
Want to test your knowledge? I hope you've been paying attention, because this one's a doozy. Well done! Sorry, that's wrong. Do you know the answer? Right answer! Here comes a question. That's the correct answer. Hard luck. Maybe next time. Can you answer this question? That's the correct answer. You've completed the quiz. Congratulations. Don't stop now. There are still more Chronopolis crazy quiz machines out there to challenge.
Ignorance is strength.
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
The way I hear it, the Daily Bugle is one of the more dangerous places in town to work. I reckon it's
What's the delay? I thought outsourcing market research was supposed to save me time. Have you learned what fuels the people of Sushi? That may work well. I'm big in Japan, after all. And I've always been a fan of fish. Such a clinical attitude to food is no help to a pioneer of flavor.
Keep an eye out.
What's the delay? I thought outsourcing market research was supposed to save me time. What else have you learned?
You'll know. The chemist.
Citizens are warned not to approach the Kang surveillance drone.
Mayhaps I am not as mighty as I thought.
The best meal I ever had was actually a wizard's potion. Delicious it was. I'm not sure I could recommend it though, on account of it turning me into a millipede for a few days. Captain America was fixing things here, Wakanda got Spider-Man.
Another climb, and this one's a doozy. Think you can get to it?
Oh, I tell ya, nothing beats a pizza. Place around the corner does a Fiorentina, which is just, oh my gosh! If you showed me one of those Fiorentinas right now, I would just flip out.
I hate the way Kang watches us with those drones. It's so creepy.
Yesterday she was purple. You'll learn to tune it out.
Technology has diverged greatly between Atalan and the surface. While we may seem highly advanced in most regards, nobody in Atalan has thought to invent an equivalent of your so-called videographic game.
I wonder what that battle in front of the palace was all about. It's a good thing nobody told my husband about it. He'd have been there in a flash.
Where in the known realms does Chronopolis really reside? The terrain thine feet stand upon cannot have simply materialized from nothing.
There's a crime happening near you. Can you see it? Go teach those guys a lesson.
Odin will be most displeased. I did not foresee this.
The great monuments to our ancestors, reduced to mere rubble. And to make matters worse, some obscure golden trinkets. Hello? Dost thou remember me? I moved here from Manhattan. Thanks for the suggestion, man. This place is great.
Pardon my bold statement, but thy cooking cannot compare to an Asgardian fillet steak. The gods themselves weep joyfully in its presence. As an Asgardian, I should know.
Why do bad guys never seem to understand the concept of personal
Odin will be most displeased.
What's the delay? I thought outsourcing market research was supposed to save me time. Surely you have more information to give me. Fiorentina pizza. Sounds fascinating. If our customers become millipedes, they cannot spend money. Think this through. What's the delay? I thought outsourcing market research was supposed to say. What else have you learned? A fillet steak, you say? A most favorable suggestion. Sushi, steak, and pizza, you say? When you put it that way, I'm not so sure. But fish, filet, and Fiorentina? That's a recipe for success. I, the great Fin Fang Foom, shall combine these wonders to produce the greatest culinary aperitif known to the Omniverse. Featuring at a franchise near you, Fin Fang Foom's fundamentally fun and ferociously fiery filet de Fiorentina and fish, flambéed for funkily flavorful fiesta-friendly finger foods, and chips. Or, if you prefer, FFFF, FFF, FFF, FFFFFFF, and C. A product of the FFF. Ugh. You know the company name already.
Yay! Oh, sorry. That didn't sound dignified. I'm in. Yay!
Could it be?
Hello again, fellow champion! If you want all my pink bricks, you'll have to finish all my Gwen. Gonna jazz things up with a new extra?
Taking place near your location. Can you go take a look?
Kang spies with his digital. Tampering with the Kang surveillance.
Thanks, Set.
So I've been thinking about this.
That'll teach him to mess with us.
Hey, Bob. Lend me a hand? I'm losing my mind trying to find the John in this place. It's like a maze up here. I don't know what the mook who designed this place was thinking the way it's laid out. And the buttons for controlling the doors are all over the place. Unless we just wired it up wrong. Think we're getting close. I can feel it in my pipes. We made it. Oh, thank goodness. Come to Papa. Wait, are those pumpkin bombs? I suddenly don't need the restroom. Please don't tell the guys about this, okay?
Something for my next session of magical studies, perhaps?
you want to call him. Go take him down.
Shall cower before Dormammu.
Very fishy about that story, to which he responded, I was telling you about my latest catch. I don't know what you expected.
I don't think it's going to work out.
You have the look of a noble warrior.
Being so close to the city has led to some peculiar objects ending up down here. What possible use could an orb of metal have? Such strange new visitors. Politics is so boring. It's all, I'm the king now. I was genetically engineered to be the king. And no, Lumeria can't be ruled by a human hybrid. Or, I have an ancient magic crown and I should be king. Yawn.
Outsider.
We may have accepted payment from that so-called terrorist, but we don't need to trust.
It's just common courtesy that we speak the same language as our guests.
Being so close to the city has led to some peculiar objects ending up down here. Possible use could not metal
The giant sword that fell from the sky. Good or bad omen, you
think? I much preferred our isolation.
outsider. Lemurians generally prefer not to involve themselves in the affairs of air breathers.
Lumeria welcomes you, suspiciously.
It really is better down where it's wetter.
Being so close to the city has led to some peculiar objects ending up down here. What possible use could an orb of metal have? Accepted payment from that so-called television host, but we don't need to trust.
Who knew that the tentacles of giant sea creatures poking out of the ground would be such a recurring issue? The giant sword that fell from the sky. A good or bad omen, you think? It really is better down where it's wetter.
A depth joke? I thought you were better than that.
I have to know what's in there.
It's just common courtesy that we speak the same.
Apparently, there's something very intriguing in that cave, but the merman decided to close it up. So there is a person who can open it up, just as the prophecy foretold. But no doubt the anti-Lumerian enchantments yet hold.
The giant sword that fell from the sky. Or bad omen.
I hear we do not have the greatest of reputations on land. Very interesting. But don't you feel compelled to bring it out here, maybe? A little closer to me, hmm? We may have accepted payment from that. What are you doing? The seer made no mention of this. Hmm? Where did it go? Did the Avengers really let themselves be flushed away? Amateur mistake. You interfering fool! Stop that this instant! It disappeared again?
I remember the first time I encountered one of these. It was back in med school. Or
Being so close to the city has led to some peculiar objects ending up down here. All right, gently this time. Oh! Good color today. So it is what I thought it was. I'll, take this off your hands. For safety reasons, it's clearly not safe with you, that much is for certain.
Hey there! We're testing out a new game show concept, and we're looking for bright-eyed, bushy-tailed participants to see if the idea is worth pursuing. Interested? We're planning to call the game Catch the Seashell, even though focus testing tells us that that name is terrible and doesn't work as a real pun. Mind you, all this is moot unless I can figure out how to get inside the big bubble here. Any bright ideas?
Politics is so boring. It's all, I'm the king now. I was genetically engineered to be the king. And no, Lumeria can be ruled by a human hybrid. Or, I have an ancient crown and I should be king. Yawn. Being so close to the city has led to some peculiar objects ending up down here. What possible use could an orb of metal have?
Temperature seems off today. The only air breather I care for is that shouty man who wants to melt the polar ice caps, and only because it means more territory for us. Must be to breathe air.
The immortal Iron Fist is ready to face any challenge.
The giant sword that fell from the sky.
much preferred our isolation.
Really is better down where it's wetter.
Did the Avengers really let themselves be flushed away? Amateur mistake.
Hey there! We're testing out a new game show concept, and we're looking for bright-eyed, bushy-tailed participants to see if the idea is worth pursuing. Interested? We're planning to call the game Catch the Seashell, even though focus testing tells us that that name is terrible and doesn't work as a real pun. Mind you, all this is moot unless I can figure out how to get inside the big bubble here. Any bright ideas?
Aw, you came to see your best pal in the whole world, Gwenpool. Can I interest you in one of my finest pink bricks?
Down in the cave of dragons. That disembodied voice isn't yelling at me when I walk past him. I just want to go home already.
Oh, snap! I went to get a hairdryer to thaw off that frozen guy in the cave, but I got distracted.
You've got bad guys causing trouble nearby. Ugh, they make me so mad.
Nexus fragment out of the cave! What do you mean somebody already got it? Aw, man.
You again? What, you run out of innocent balloons to pop? Happen to anybody ever!
You're the best! Seriously! Better than all the rest!
This Chronopolis situation sure has been bad for business. Ferry you to Rikers Island? I don't even know where it is.
We may have accepted payment from that so-called television host, but we don't need to trust.
In order to halt my inevitable decline into abject poverty, I've repurposed... That's a safety feature to stop illegal salvage work. You don't have... Whoa! Oh! Guess that's why they installed that safety feature. Well, no more salvaging for me.
We may have accepted payment from that so-called television host, but we don't need to trust.
Perhaps I am not as mighty.
In all my eons, I have never encountered this.
Politics is so boring. It's all, I'm the king now. I'm genetically engineered to be the king. And Lumeria can't be ruled by a human hybrid. Or, I have an ancient magic crown and I should be king.
Now we're talking.
Hey there! We're testing out a new game show concept. And we're looking for bright-eyed, bushy-tailed participants to see if the idea is worth pursuing. Interested? We're planning to call the game Catch the Seashell, even though focus testing tells us that that name is terrible and doesn't work as a real pun. Mind you.
Lap 98? Or was it 97? Lost count.
interesting.
Where could those pigs have got to? I can't believe I would leave the gate open. If you see any of my pigs, would you mind bringing them back to the pen? I'd be very grateful. You found Swinestein. The world would be lost without his genius. Oh, I've made a real pig's ear out of this. Ikpe, you little scamp. Where did you run off to? Ah, Black Hamtha, you found her. I hope a panther doesn't get hold of them. Beacon! I worried you'd be eaten by a panther.
That big mama really needs some other security. The little blighters are totally escaping and turning man all over the place.
Where could those pigs have got to? I can't believe I would leave the gate open. If you see any of my pigs, would you mind bringing them back to the pen? I'd be very grateful. Where could those pigs have got to? I can't believe I would leave the gate open. If you see any of my pigs, would you mind bringing them back to the pen? I'd be very grateful.
Compared to our lush paradise.
I remember the first time I encountered one of these. It was back in med school. Or the Dark Dimension. One of those.
Where could those pigs have got to? I can't believe I would...
Ah, Black Hamtha, you found her.
I could have totally been the idea.
Oh, I've made a real pig's ear out of this.
Don't they?
What do you mean? Dr. Crocodile isn't a real crocodile? Well, that's my dairy. The technology in camp surveillance drones is impressive, but I don't appreciate being watched. I wonder how hard it will destroy.
It's always reassuring to see children doing correct.
I hope a panther doesn't get hold of them.
Looks like some trouble is brewing where you are. You're like a magnet for this stuff, huh?
Let's see if we can go a whole day without any.
New vibranium samples have been detected in the vicinity. Please visit the terminal for more information.
This is your glorious ruler, Kang, with a quick message to whichever citizen just beat my high score on Hexagon Blitz.
Lots more two hands around than normal.
Do you want to be sent to the mall?
I can't use this? Well, nobody's perfect.
has been compromised. Warning, core has been compromised. Please exit the shuttle in a calm and orderly fashion. Thank you for flying with us today.
Detected a crime pretty close to you. Hey, wouldn't it be great if this was the last crime ever? Nah, a girl can dream.
Help! Help me, my brothers!